From the time we start youth sports, we quickly learn that speed kills. Coaches often say, you can't teach speed. As human beings become stronger and faster, this often remains prevalent today, especially in today's NFL. Some of the best players in the entire league are some of the fastest humans on earth. So what if we took the fastest player at every position and put them on one team? Could they win a Super Bowl? Let's find out. What's good, everybody? It's your UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the channel, boys. We got another experiment here on Madden 21. You guys already seen the intro. Could a team full of the fastest players at each position win a championship? So with this team, boys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 3 seasons to try to win a championship, to try to win a Super Bowl. If they're unable to do it in 3 seasons, I guess we're just, you know what I mean, out of luck. But you know what I mean? How we came up with them being on the Ravens, we started with the quarterback position, and the fastest quarterback in the game is Lamar Jackson. So it's only right that we have everybody follow him to his squad. Let's take a look at the rest of them. So we got Lamar Jackson, 96 overall, by far the fastest quarterback. At running back, we got both Raheem Mostert and Matt Breida. They're both 95 overall. So for the most part, if there's a tie or anything like that, I went ahead and brought both of those positions, both of those players over. At fullback, we got Bronson Rechsteiner. At wide receiver, we got Tyreek Hill, Henry Ruggs, Marquise Brown, who was already on the squad, and Mecole Hardman. At tight end, we got both Evan Engram and Darren Waller, who are both 90 speeds. Left tackle, we got Terron Armstrong, who's an 80 speed, 86 excel. This is a big, fast man. At left guard, we got Kyle Hinton. At center, we got Cameron Tom. At right guard, we got Aviante Collins. At right tackle, we got Brian O'Neill. At left end, we got Danielle Hunter. At right end, we got 91 speed Montez Sweat. At D tackle, we got both Marcus Hunt and Tyquan Lewis. At left outside linebacker, we got Shaquem Griffin. At middle linebacker, we got Devin White. At right outside linebacker, we got Montrell Meander. At corner, we got Dante Jackson, Denzel Ward, Perry Nicholson. Free safety, we got Troy Apke. At strong safety, we got rookie Isaiah Simmons. At kicker, we got Jake Bentley. And then at punter, we have Matt Hack. Now on paper, this squad is at 81 overall, 83 offense, 79 defense. Let's go ahead and simulate to the midway point and see how the team is doing. All right, boys, so halfway through the season, we are playing extremely well. We are third in the entire NFL at 6-1. We're just now coming off of a bye week. The Titans are 7-0. The Giants are 6-2. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stats. Now, Lamar, halfway through the season, 2,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 3 picks, 71 completion percentage. On the ground, Mostert has 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. Breida has 3 on the ground. J.K. Dobbins even has 2. Tyreek Hill, 36 catches, 491 yards, 6 touchdowns. Evan Engram, 411 yards, 5 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown with a touchdown. Waller with 2 touchdowns. Mostert and Breida have touchdowns as well. And then Mecole Hardman also got a touchdown. Blocking wise, really don't know how to gauge these guys. I mean, Terron Armstead, our best player, has given up 4 sacks. So the most on the team, definitely don't want to see that. Devin White and Danielle Hunter both have 2 sacks. And then when it comes to picks, Tavon Young, who's not even in this simulation, leads us, but then Isaiah Simmons has the most for the fastest players. So at 6-1, let's see just how good this team can be, and will we get a first round bye? All right, boys, so we started off the season 6-1, and for the rest of the year, you know what I'm saying, we end up going 5-4, not necessarily where we want to be, but we do make the playoffs. We're in the wild card round. You know what I'm saying? We actually lose the division to the Browns, who were 12-3-1. Lamar threw for 4,300 yards, 33 touchdowns, 6 picks, 69 completion percentage. Awesome QBR at 112. On the ground, Raheem Mostert runs for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. Breida chips in with 8 touchdowns as well. Lamar has 2 on the ground. Receiving wise, Tyreek Hill is at 1,000 yards on the dot with 11 touchdowns. Brown had 3 touchdowns. Evan Engram with 9. Darren Waller with 4. Mostert and Breida chipped in for 4. Cole Hardman had 1. Oh, Henry Ruggs had 1 as well. Defensively, Devin White leads us in tackles with 130. Marcus Hunt leads us in sacks with 5. And then Devin White and Patrick Queen end up having the most picks on the fastest players on the team. Yearly awards, Lamar finishes top 10 for MVP. Coach of the year goes to the Packers. See if we won anything in the AFC. Not offensive player of the year, not defensive player of the year, not rookie of the year on either side of the ball. Not best quarterback, not best running back, not best wide receiver, not best O-lineman, not best D-lineman, not best linebacker, not best DB, not even best kicker. All right, boys, here we are, Sophie Stadium in LA, taking on the Chargers on the road. All right, boys, let's get some Super Sim in. I do plan on also jumping into some of these games, getting some gameplay with this squad. This squad is going to be you know what I mean, too good of a team to not ever get some gameplay with. You know what I mean? Especially if we go down right now, scoreless first quarter. Here we are in the second quarter, and the Chargers get on the board first. We finally score a touchdown. Now we're down 3 going into the half. We tie it up. The defense is what I'm really concerned about. They're not that great, but though we go up 10. So let's see if we can get some plays offensively just to have some fun. You know what I mean? Oh, we're in the red zone. I don't know how fun this is going to be, but I guess we'll try to run it in with Lamar Jackson here. This should definitely be fun. Here we go. Boom. Ah! Well, I was wide open. I missed him. fourth down, but we're going for it. I don't see us losing this game, bro. So you know what I mean? We're gonna be silly a little bit just to see how much speed kills out here. Evan Engram has a step. That's just a bad. That was a horrible throw, but what a catch, dog. All right, boys, so we actually end up going to overtime there. So me not taking those 3 points actually hurt. So let's see what happens. We get the ball first. Are we going to score and put the game out? All right, we get 3. So now the defense has to come up with a stop. And they do just that. And we get the W here in the wild card round. I almost blew that win for us. We ended up going to OT, but a dub is a dub. Let's move on to the next. So Lamar plays pretty well in this game, man, but he just doesn't throw any touchdowns. I mean, he didn't turn the ball over either. On the ground, Lamar scored a touchdown. Raheem Mostert ran for 83 yards. Nothing too crazy here on the defense, on the offensive side of the ball. The defense, Devin White had 12 tackles. We didn't have any picks. I don't think we had any defensive touchdowns. I'm really not even sure how we won the game. Or let's just take a quick look at the score summary. Let's see. Lamar Jackson scored. Then field goal. Tyreek Hill had a punt return for a touchdown. Okay, that makes sense. And then a field goal to win the game. So, hey, man, a win is a win. All right, boys, here we are still on the road. This time in Cleveland, taking on a division foe. All right, boys, Cleveland goes down and scores first. Let's see what we can muster up on offense. Our offense is where we should be the most dangerous, except for our O-line. Our O-line isn't that great. Boom, good block there. Mostert picking up the first down. We'll try to run the ball a bunch and then take the top off the defense with one of my super duper fast receivers or tight ends. Boom, Mostert again. They have the spy. They had the spy on Lamar on that play, so that's why I just said YOLO when I threw it. But y'all know how we give it up. Boom, there's a screen. Horrible throw, but Mostert has the wheels. Ooh, good tackle. All right, 2nd and 10. Gotta have some mismatches out here, especially with Waller. There it is. Make the catch. Threw it behind him, Lamar. It was accurate, though. Touch his hands. He got to make that. All right, we go 3rd and 10. Can we pick this up? You already know I'm taking off with Lamar. Gotta do what we do. Oh, why are we being caught, man? First down anyway. Come on now. Boom. Come on, Lamar. Make that throw. Make that catch, Waller. Let's go. Man, it's been hard to move the ball. This Browns defense. The Browns are ridiculous on all Madden, bro. Like, honestly, they are. Make the catch, Tyreek. Get the ball there, Lamar. All right, guys. So we got 3 points there. We're gonna go to the sim. We're up 10-3. Down 14-10. We go back up 3 again. Can the defense get a stop? They cannot so far. We're down 11. We put more points on the board. Finally got another stop. We tie it up. We get another stop. We had to punt. We got ourselves a game on our hand. We take a late 3-point lead. Then we give up a touchdown. We lose this game by 4. So that is going to do it for a playoff run here in the first season. The Browns are just so ridiculous at Madden Sims, bro. It's not even funny. I mean, they definitely have the Madden-esque offense, and they got the, you know what I mean, some dope players on defense, but we definitely should have won this game, man. So Lamar threw 2 picks in this game with 2 touchdowns, 57 completion percentage. On the ground, Raheem Mostert scored a touchdown. Through the air, Marquise Brown went off for 10 for 90. Waller, you know what I mean, scored a touchdown. Mostert scored a touchdown. Defensively, Devin White had 15 tackles. Isaiah Simmons had 11 tackles. You know what I mean, we caught 2 picks of our own, but it just was not enough to get a win. All right, boys, so we do lose to the Browns, who made it to the Super Bowl, who lose by 6 to the Packers. So, you know what I mean, I guess we can get a little bit of enjoyment out of that. All right, boys, here we are, season number 2. You know what I mean, same squad, except one of our D tackles did retire. You know what I mean? So right now we only have Lewis rocking out as one of the fastest players at his position. I'm not going to try to trade for Ed Oliver. It's not that serious. We have to deal with people retiring. Maybe next time I'll pay attention to those things and I'll change their age just to have them stick around for the entire sim. We got an 85 offense, 81 defense. That brings us to an 83 overall. Let's see if we can have more success in season number 2. All right, boys. So this season was an absolute wash. We go 5-11, last in the division. Everybody else in the division had 10 or more wins. This was ugly. Really not sure what went on. Maybe people game plan better for the speed. But Lamar Jackson, 2nd in the league in passing yards, 6 in passing touchdowns. You would think that would be enough. 36 touchdowns, 6 picks, 4,500 yards. Way better than like 200 more yards than he had last season. Mostert runs for 894, 9 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill has 1,400 receiving yards, 11 TDs, 6 TDs for Marquise Brown for 907 yards. Henry Ruggs 810 for 8 touchdowns. Evan Engram 641 for 3 touchdowns. Our fullback even had 4 receiving touchdowns. Defensively, Devin White 123 tackles. Let's see who led us in sacks. Taquan Lewis 6.5 sacks. Then when it comes to picks, Isaiah Simmons had 5 picks, but apparently, man, we just cannot get any W's out here. Let's just take a look at how we were losing. Were we losing close games? Were we getting blown out? You know what I mean? Were we ever in the games at all? Lost by 6, lost by 2, lost by 3, lost by 11, lost by 18, won by 10, lost by 7, lost by 3, lost by 5, lost by 7, lost by 11, lost by 4. So we've had a bunch of games that we could have possibly won. We lost a lot of close ones. We just didn't find a way, you know what I mean, to win the close game. So season number 3, the last season, can we make that push towards the Super Bowl? So in the Super Bowl, the Raiders beat the Cowboys. If you guys watched my last experiment, I'm gonna put that on the screen right now. The very first Super Bowl of that experiment, the Raiders beat the Cowboys. Then my Cowboys can't win a ring even in Madden, and it's sad. All right, boys, so here we are getting ready to start season number 3. We went to the divisional round of the playoffs the first year. Didn't even win 6 games the second year. Here in the third and final year, let's see if we can finally get the job done. The roster is still the same. Breida took over the starting job over Mostert. You know what I mean? Tyreek Hill still number 1. Hollywood Brown still number 2. Still got the same linemen. We do switch to a 3-4 just because, you know what I mean, we only got the 1 D tackle now. You know what I mean? The offense is still the same. So the defense, excuse me, is still the same. We're 84 overall, 87 offense, 81 defense. We got to at least be able to make the playoffs, bro. All right, boys. So here we are at the end of season number 3. We tied with the Bengals for the division. Well, I guess the Bengals actually won the division. We both go 10-6. Lamar throws for 4,000 yards again, 39 touchdowns, and the most picks that he's finally thrown in this simulation with 14. 65 completion percentage. On the ground, Matt Breida, 823 yards, 7 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins, who's not a part of this sim, had 10 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving wise, Tyreek Hill for the first time under 1,000 yards, but he had 12 touchdowns. Henry Ruggs had 13. Hollywood Brown had 6. Evan Engram had 2. Breida had 2. Defensively, Devin White leads us in tackles again with 124. Danielle Hunter leads us in sacks with 11.5, the most we've had. Dante Jackson, finally one of our players, and Denzel Ward both lead us in picks with 5. Lamar Jackson finishes top 4 in MVP voting. I forgot to check this last season. Coach of the year goes to Matt LaFleur. AFC, did we win any awards? Not offensive player of the year, not defensive player of the year, not offensive rookie of the year, not defensive rookie of the year, not best quarterback, not best running back, not best wide receiver, not best O lineman, not best D lineman, not best linebacker. We do win best DB with Denzel Ward, and we don't win best kicker. Now with our 10-6, we are unfortunately matched up with the Chiefs. They're 9-6-1. We're 10-6. This should be a good game. All right, boys. So I made a mistake in the sim. You know what I mean? We lost to the playoffs, but I wasn't really commentating. I don't know where my brain went. So this third season never happened. Let's do one more season. All right, now that I'm paying attention in this sim, boys, pretty much the same team. You know what I mean? 86 overall, 88 offense, 84 defense. The offense is pretty much looking the same. Breida is now the starter by himself. Mostert is now 3rd string. He's only a 76 overall, but y'all know how they regress running backs. The O-line and everything's still the same. Henry Ruggs has emerged as the number 2 receiver now. Hollywood Brown is in the slot. Defensively, the defense is still looking the same, pretty good, and I think we should have a pretty good year this season. All right, boys, so here in the final season, we scrape into the playoffs at 9-7. We had to win to get in. We beat the Bengals in the last game of the season, 31-9, and we're going to be taking on the 10-6 Texans, you know what I mean, here in the wild card, who we actually played not too long ago. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the stats. Lamar throws for 4,000 yards again, 36 touchdowns, 7 picks. On the ground, Breida runs for 838. Receiving wise, Tyreek Hill has 1,000 yards again. Hollywood Brown, 904. Evan Engram, 844. Henry Ruggs, 831. A lot of touchdowns spread out, you know what I mean, amongst them all. Devin White leads us in tackles again. Danielle Hunter leads us in sacks again. Isaiah Simmons and Denzel Ward have the most picks for the people in this experiment. Yearly awards, Lamar Jackson wins MVP. Okay, I see you. Coach of the year goes to the Chiefs. Offensive player of the year goes to Lamar Jackson. Defensive player of the year, Devin Bush. Offensive rookie, we don't have any rookies in this. Lamar Jackson wins best quarterback. Best wide receiver, Tyreek Hill finishes top 5. Best on lineman, Armstead finishes top 2. D lineman, We finish top 10, best linebacker. We don't finish top 10, or at least top 7, best DB. We don't finish anywhere near the top. And best kicker, we finish top 5. All right, boys, here we are in Houston, Reliant Stadium, I think it is, NRG Reliant Stadium. Let's see if we can get a dub, man. We only have one playoff win in this entire sim. All right, boys, we're just going to sim the quarter here. We do strike first, 6-0. Now we're down 7-6. Apparently, we missed the extra point, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-6 is your score here in this ball game. Let's see what our offense can do. We get 3. We make a stop. We got to be able to step on people's throats, bro. That's something we don't do a lot here so far in this sim. Let's go in the sim to the fourth quarter here. We don't score. We have to punt. We force a punt. We put 3 on the board, but we got to score a touchdown, bro. So here we are going into the fourth. Can Lamar and this offense get the job done? We're down 2. I don't know why this sim kind of stopped itself. Oh, I guess I did change of possession. I guess we'll keep changing possession. Can the defense get a stop? They get a semi-stop there. Let's see what they can do. We get a penalty. Oh, wow. Lamar Jackson throws an interception on the very first pass of that drive, bro. How unfortunate is that? And that is how this sim is going to end, ladies and gentlemen. Lamar Jackson and this defense. Oh, wait. Can they get a stop? That's a sack. And they force a punt. 1:42 left. Let's try to win this game, boys. Can we try to win this game? We're at the 47 on our side of the field. You know what I mean? Let's switch fields right quick. Boom, we go to screen. We go to Breida. Get out of bounds, sir. Thank you. 2nd and 1. Still a lot of time left here, man. Shout out to the defense for coming up with a stop, man. Boom. Oh, Marquise. I was trying to get him around that corner, but we had to get rid of it quick. Remember, 3 does nothing for us here on this drive. We got to score a touchdown. You know what I mean? So, boom. Oh, my gosh. 1, that's a drop. 2 is probably holding on the play. Let's see. Oh, no, it's actually roughing the passer. Okay, I'll take it. So that gives us great field position here in the red zone. Can we come up with a stop here? I mean, could we come up with a big play as Breida is tackled immediately, but he does get 2 yards. Under a minute left here, boys. What can Lamar do? Can Lamar make something shake? He's out of the pocket, doing what he does. We don't get that block. We're going to go out of bounds. I don't even want to risk fumbling, you know what I'm saying? All right, boys, on the 3. 1st and goal. We get 4 chances to punch it in here, man. We hand it off to Breida on the first play. He stopped just short. Another hand off to Breida, and he's in the end zone untouched. Now it's just time for the defense to come up with a stop here, boys. Well, we got to go for 2. All right, here we are going for 2. I'm going to the air. You know what I mean? We can run with Lamar if we need to. Nobody's going to come with us. It doesn't matter. We burn J.J. Watt to the corner, and we are up 3 points here, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Kick it off. 30 seconds left here. Incomplete or pass drop. Incomplete pass. 14-yard reception. Pass knocked away. 5 seconds left here. We're going to get in here on this last play, man. It's a Hail Mary attempt. You already know what time it is. Let's go. We're going to control Danielle Hunter here, see what we can do. Can we get our 2nd playoff win here of the series? That's the play made on the ball. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? That's how we're going to lose here in this sim. That's how we're going to lose here in this sim, dog. You gotta be shitting me, dog. You gotta be. It's just not meant to be. It's not meant to be, dog. So both quarterbacks throw for 357. Deshaun Watson throws for 4 touchdowns. Lamar 1 for 1 with a touchdown and a pick on the ground. You know what I mean? Breida scored a touchdown. Lamar scored a touchdown through the air. Tyreek Hill had himself a day, 8 for 127 touchdown. Marquise Brown 8 for 118. Ruggs had 6 for 42. Defensively, Patrick Queen, you know what I'm saying, 8 and 8, 8 and 7 for Devin White. Had a few sacks out here. Didn't catch any picks, but the answer the answer to the question, can the fastest player at each position win the Super Bowl here in Madden? Here in 4 seasons, that answer is emphatically no. We only had 1 playoff win. We also missed the playoff 1 time. Speed kills, but not when you're going against the best football players in the league. Speed kills, but not when you're going to... Speed kills, but you need a little bit more than that when you're going up against the best football players in the world. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this experiment. Man. If you did, smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy, UncleSamsReject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's 2 a.m. I'm on the west side, rolling with my gang. We've been grinding up this money at your throat just like a necktie, running up some change. We've been stacking up this Skrilla. 2 a.m. I'm on the west side, rolling with my gang.